my name is Caroline Sanchez. I'm a marine biologist at SPC since 2004. I've been studying marine biology at the University of James Cook in Australia, and I've been identifying preys for our Pacific Marine Specimen Bank, but also developing trainings for observers to collect samples at sea and in port. I've been collecting samples, more than thousands of samples so far since 2004 for our Pacific Marine Specimen Bank, and I'm here today to share with you my knowledge and my experience. Today I'm going to explain to you how to fill the SPC Tag recovery form. The Tag recovery form is used to record the data associated with a recapture of the tagged tuna, a tagged turtle or a tagged bird. It is important that the information is as accurate as possible. Sometimes, part of the data will not be available, but later it will be possible for others to trace it using additional information recorded on the form. There are 4 types of tag recovery forms, but today we will cover the general tag recovery forms used by most tag finders and officers. We have a single tag recovery form and a multiple tag recovery form. Both forms have the same fields. The single tag recovery form is used for a tag recovered on board a fishing vessel during hauling, well transfer, transshipment, and unloading in port. The multiple tag recovery form can be used when up to 8 tags are recovered at the same time, on the same day, on board a fishing vessel during hauling, well transfer, transshipment, and unloading in port. The tag recovery form has 7 sections that I'm going to describe to you in detail. The first section, the critical tag information. The field, tag number. This is a required field. A very conventional tag has a series number printed on both ends. Write down the full series number, including the single letter prefix. If you have an archival tag, the series number is written on the archival tag itself. Record this series number in the comments. The field, date when tag was found. Not the date when the tag was found. Use 2 digits, each to write the day, month and the year. For example, the 18th of October 2021 will be written as 21/10/18. If you don't have an exact date, place a dash in the day field and not the month and or the year. The date for when the tag was found can be different from when the tagged fish was caught. For example, when found during well transfer, unloading, sorting, processing of a tagged fish at a cannery. The field where found. Where was the fish when it was found? You have several options: on board a fishing vessel, on board a carrier, at the port or the fish market, in cold storage at a cannery. If you find a tagged fish on board a fishing vessel and in a well, tick fishing vessel and not the well number. If it's inside the well of a carrier, tick carrier and not the well number. The field activity when found. What was the vessel or the crew doing when the tagged fish was found? You have several options. During fishing activity, such as hauling or brailing, until the fish is placed in the well, while doing a well transfer, while undertaking a transshipment with a carrier, or during an unloading in port. The field, well number, where found. If the tagged fish was found in a well during a well transfer, during transshipment, or during unloading, note the number and position of the well. For example, starboard side well 9, S9. The second section, the fish information. The field species. The 3 main tuna species tagged during field work by SPC are skipjack, yellowfin, and big-eyed tuna. The field species reliability. If the tag finder is not sure of the species, then tick the guess box in the species reliability section. If the finder is sure and you are confident that information is reliable, then tick the confirm box. The field length. If the length of the species hasn't been measured, tick the no length information box and go to the next section. If the length can be measured, it must be given in centimeters. Round down to the nearest centimeter. For example, 76.5 centimeter equals 76 centimeter. For tuna species, take the measurement from the upper jaw to the fork in the tail. The field how measured. Was the measurement an estimate or was the measurement taken using a precise instrument such as a measuring board, a ruler, a deck tape, or a caliper? If the measurement was taken with a piece of string or by eye, tick the estimated box. The field who measured. Specify if the measurement was taken by a port sampler, an observer on board the fishing vessel, by the crew, a fisherman or a stevedore. The field process state when measured. How was the fish when it was measured? Was the fish fresh, frozen, previously frozen but then thawed? The field weight. If the weight of the species hasn't been measured, tick the no weight information box and go to the next section. If a weight can be taken on board or at port, note the exact weight in kilograms and grams, for example 2.8 kilograms. The field how weighed. Is the weight an estimate, or was it obtained more precisely using a scale? The field process state when weighed. Record the state of the fish when it was weighed, whole, gill and gutted, or in some other process state. The third section, fish catch information. The date and position when the tagged fish was caught by the fishing vessel. It is very important to determine the date when the species was caught. It allows to know where the fish has traveled from the point it was tagged to the point it was recaptured. There are three possibilities for filling in this section. A tagged species is either found A. during fishing time at an exact position, B. after fishing time with an approximate date and position, or C. during fishing time at an estimated position. Date and position when tagged fish is found from a single set. In the case of a tagged fish found during fishing time, the date and position of the set can be reported on the form. The field exact date. Tick the exact box and record the exact date of the fish was caught. Use 2 digits, each to write the year, month and the day. The field exact position. Tick exact box and report the position. This position will be the same as the start of the set. Latitude and longitude are reported in degrees and decimal minutes. In such a case, there is no need to complete the other side of the section, when date and position are estimated. Date and position when tagged species is found after fishing time, from several sets. This is the case when a tagged fish is found by either a crew member or observers when transferring fish from one well to another, during transshipment and unloading or during sorting of the fish. If the well contains only one set, you can retrieve the exact date and position. See the previous section. However, if the well contains several sets, you will need to record the date and position of each set. Or if the well of the fishing vessel is not provided, you will need to record the date and position of each set, because you don't know which set the tagged fish came from. The field estimated date. Write down the period that includes all the dates of the sets that are present in the well of the catcher vessel, from the first date to the last date of the catch period. Use 2 digits, each to write the year, month and the date. The field estimated position. Enter 2 latitudes and 2 longitudes, outlining an area that encompasses the fishing area in which the tagged fish was caught. For a tagged fish recovered on board an industrial fishing vessel, the fishing area reporting on the form needs to encompass all of the set present in the well. If you have the details of the sets, before entering 2 latitudes and 2 longitudes, you need to verify in which hemisphere the fishing vessel caught fish. Maybe the fishing vessel fished during an extended period of time over a large fishing area. Before looking at how to report the estimated position on the tagging form, let's go through some navigation reminders. Let's look at a chart of the Pacific. See above the northern hemisphere and below the equator the southern hemisphere. Be aware that on a chart, when facing the 180 degrees meridian, the lines of the west longitude are on the right side of the chart, and the lines of east longitude are on the left side of the chart. For the latitude, on the top part of the chart, above the equator, the number of degrees north increases as you move towards the north, and below the equator, the degrees south increase as you move towards the south. On the left of the 180 degrees meridian, the numbers of degrees east increases as you move toward the east. On the right of the 180 degree meridian, the number of degrees west decreases as you move toward the west. For the latitude fields, if all the sets were deployed in the northern latitudes or the southern latitudes, the minimum latitude is equal to the lowest north or south position, and the maximum latitude is equal to the highest north or south position. In this example, all the sets were deployed in the northern latitudes. You're not in the field of the minimum latitude, the lowest number in north degree value, and you're not in the field of the maximum latitude, the highest number in north degree value. If all the sets were deployed on both sides of the 0 degree of latitude, the equator, the minimum latitude is equal to the lowest south position, and the maximum latitude is equal to the highest north position. In this example, the sets were deployed in the northern latitudes and in the southern latitudes. You're not in the field of the minimum latitude, the highest number in south degree value, and you're not in the field of the maximum latitude, the highest number in north degree value. Now for the longitude fields. If all the sets were deployed in the eastern longitudes or in the western longitudes, the minimum longitude is equal to the lowest number in east or west degree value, and the maximum longitude is equal to the highest number in east or west degree value. In this example, all the sets were deployed in the eastern longitudes. You're not in the field of the minimum longitude, the lowest number in east degree value, and you're not in the field of the maximum longitude, the highest number in east degree value. If all the sets were deployed on both sides of the 180 degree longitude, the minimum longitude is equal to the lowest number in east degree value, and the maximum longitude is equal to the lowest number in west degree value. In this example, the sets were deployed in the eastern and western latitudes. You're not in the field of the minimum longitude, the lowest number in east degree value, and you're not in the field of the maximum longitude, the lowest number in west degree value. As a reminder, the minimum and maximum latitude and longitude don't have to be from the same set. It doesn't have to be both latitude and longitude of the first set and the last set of the period of catch. One latitude and one longitude can come from 2 or even 4 different sets. In this example, the sets were deployed on both sides of the 180-degree longitude and on both sides of the equator. The sets were deployed in the northern latitude and in the southern latitude, as well as the eastern latitude and the western latitude. For the latitude fields, you note in the field of the minimum latitude the highest number in south degrees, and you note in the field of the maximum latitude the highest number in north degrees. For the longitude fields, you note in the field of the minimum longitude the lowest number in east degree value, and you note in the field of the maximum longitude the lowest number in west degree value. To recapitulate, if the sets are deployed in 2 hemispheres, north and east, or south and east, or north and west, or south and west, you select the highest number and the lowest number for both hemispheres. If the sets are deployed in 3 hemispheres, in the north, south, and east, or in the north, south, and west, be careful for the latitude fields. Note both the highest numbers in degrees, and for the longitude fields, note the lowest and highest numbers in degrees. If the sets are deployed in 4 hemispheres, in the north, south, west, and east, be careful while recording the longitude fields. Note both lowest number in degrees. And for the latitude fields, note both highest numbers in degrees. Date and position when a tagged species is found by a local fisherman at an approximate position. This case is a mixture of the 2 previously situations. The date can be reported as exact on the form, and the position can either be an estimated position with latitude and longitude position, or an area of catch, which will be described in the field fishing area. The field describes fishing area. If no latitude and longitude are provided, if you cannot identify latitude and longitude of catch or an area of catch, and the catch was close to an island, note the name of the island and how many miles away from the island the area of catch is. If the area of catch can be identified to an EEZ, note the EEZ name. For an example, a fisher caught a tagged fish in Pond Bay close to the Palikia Pass. Section 4. The fisher information. The field vessel name. It is important to record the name of the vessel that recaptured the tagged fish. Do not record an abbreviated name, use the full licensed name. If it is an artisanal fishing vessel, the name of the fishing vessel can be provided, and if the tagged fish is caught by a fisherman on board a canoe, local canoe can be noted in the field. If If a tagged fish is found on a carrier, use the specific fields for the carrier information and provide here the name of the fishing vessel that caught the tagged fish and not the carrier name. The field vessel flag. The vessel's country of registration should be easily picked up from the marking on the transoms of the boat. The nationality of the captain and crew may be unrelated to the country of registration of the vessel. The field fishing method. The fishing method used to catch the fish. If the fishing method is not listed, describe the method used to catch the tagged fish in the field Other. The field school type. Fill in the appropriate school type and don't forget to add any FAD number if available. If there are several sets in a well with several school types, you can select several fields. The fifth section, the transshipment information. This section will be only completed if a tagged fish is found during transshipment, set share with a mother boat or a carrier. Do not fill the transshipment information section if the tagged fish was found on board a fishing vessel during fishing activities or during a well transfer. The field name of carrier. Write down the unabbreviated name of the carrier. The field flag, not the carrier's country of registration. The field dates, not the start and end dates of the transshipment. If it only lasted a day, then write the same date in both fields. If the date is not exact, note the month and dash the other field. The field location of transshipment. For a transshipment in port, record the port where the transshipment took place. For a transshipment at sea, such as for long-line vessels, you can note the EEZ or you can note the exact position in the transshipment position field. Section 6 and 7. The finder information and comments. The field finder name. Record the surname and the family name of the finder. It is important for us to know who to send tag return rewards to. Also, tag lotteries or raffle are conducted regularly, and only tags with names of finders enter this lottery. The field finder address. Note the complete address of the finder. This is important so we can get in contact with the tag finders in order to pay tag return rewards, and in the case of tag lotteries or raffle, contact winners. If the finder has no address, note down the company's address. The field country of recovery. Recovery information received at, tag provided with this form, type of reward. These fields are to be completed by the tag recovery officers or the observers that will compile or verify the information provided by the tag finder. Observers will be found on board per-cent vessels. The field form completed by. Name of the person who filled out the form. If you fill the form, note your name. The comments are additional information that could be relevant but does not fit in other sections, such as the number of an archival tag. This is also a space where you can attach the tag with adhesive tape. That's it for today. You can check the other videos for the Pacific Marine Specimen Bank sampling project. Thank you!